Have you ever woke up and wondered what was wrong with you? You knew you wanted to be elsewhere, that there was more to life than the life you were living, more than the bills you were paying, the job you were keeping. Look to the horizon, to the sunsets. Your answer is there. Put your feet on the ground and take a deep breath and step into the nomadic lifestyle. You will not regret it. Hey everybody, as promised, this is a video about solar. And you know guys, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to list below a couple of the videos that I watched to get me familiar with solar. The first video I'm going to post is going to show you a fuse that I absolutely recommend. I will give you the cost of what I spent for that fuse. I'm going to try and give you cost as well. This is for anybody who is hooking up solar independent of their house batteries. I do not hook my solar into my house batteries. Let's get into it. But before we get into it, I would like to thank all of my subscribers for watching, sharing, and liking. I'd like to thank all of you for sharing my son's GoFundMe link from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all. I would like to thank the subscriber, and I know you want to remain anonymous, for the blue bandana. This is the only blue shirt I have. I don't normally wear blue, but in honor of you and the beautiful little gift that you sent me, I'm wearing blue today. My UFC shirt is the only blue shirt that I own, you guys. I just don't buy blue. But I want to thank you for the wonderful bandana. I'll add it to my collection. And thank you again. You guys, my son, real fast update on my son. He's doing great. They haven't got their car fixed yet. They did order a part for it, but unfortunately it was the wrong part, so they got to send it back and they got to get it back. He did see the doctor last week. I know my videos, you guys are about a week and a half behind. He did see the doctor last week, and the doctor said he has extremely high blood pressure. They're doing blood work to find out how much heart matter is actually in his blood, and they are giving him a stress test. The good thing is the doctor doesn't, and he's not sure that the tear came from my son's strength. He think it may have come from the extreme high blood pressure that my son was suffering, and didn't know it. So anyway, that's the update. I hope you enjoyed the video of my granddaughter Vivi's graduation. You guys, I had 3 hours of sleep that night, and I walked 4 miles over there. I could have took my scooter, yeah, but I've been trying to walk and get healthy, mentally and physically. Anyway, so with that all being said, again, thank you for watching. If you like my videos, subscribe. I cover a world of topics. From narcissisms to ketos to diet to fostering to being a nomad and being a camp worker. So if you like my videos, again, subscribe and welcome. So anyway, guys, what I'm going to do is I am going to list at the bottom of this video just a few of the videos that I watched that helped me understand how to set up my solar. Now, again, for those out there who say, that ain't how you set up a house solar, I did not, and I will probably never hook my solar into my RV. Now, if I ever move into a van or a travel trailer, I more than likely will. But the fact is, an inverter converter, they're very expensive. And when I was starting out as a nomad, I had a limited budget. And with that being said, let's get on to it. First thing I'm going to do is, and I can't see what I'm recording as you all know, but I'm going to put this up. It's a diagram, and then I'm going to go through the diagram. So if you want to stop this, stop the video, maybe study it, but this is what we're going to be talking about today. Ready? We'll move it up. Again, I cannot see what I am recording, so I don't know how clear it is. And I don't even know if it's all on the camera. Just saying. Anyhow, I'm going to put it here. Hopefully you all can see it. Okay. I went on eBay and I bought a solar 100-watt solar panel kit out of Nevada for $99. And with that came the solar panel and a 10 amp charge controller. No. I wanted my system up to 300 to 400 amps of solar. So the little 10 amp controller that they sent me was absolutely not going to work. What I did get with that was I got cables that come off the back of your solar panel that clip in so that you can add extensions and have longer wires. And I did. So anyway, my Foster's sniffing this stuff. He'll be gone this Sunday, way before this video post. Anyhow, so you're going to have your solar panel, okay? And out of that, you're going to have a positive and a negative wire coming out of the back of your solar panel. Now, for $20, you guys, I bought extra cable with the plugs that went 20 feet. So I could drag this solar panel out 20 feet. There are connectors where you can connect 2 or more solar panels together with one set of wires coming into your charge controller. Now your charge controller, I know this diagram is so elementary, your charge controller is going to connect to your positive and negative off of your solar or solars. And then, and they usually connect underneath with a little screw. And then you're going to have cables coming from your charge controller into your battery. What that does is that regulates the charge that's going into your battery that you don't mess up your battery. Okay? It controls the charge. And when your battery is full, your charge controller will blink or tell you. They're all different, okay? All charge controllers are different. They just are. The 30 amp charge controller I got, I looked that up. I paid $30 for it on eBay, free shipping. Just saying. I still have a 10 amp in the box in a cupboard. Just saying. Anyhow, so after you hook your solar to your control box, and then you hook your controller to your battery, you're pretty much charging. I really got to remember to start charging the battery on this thing since I can't see it. Anyhow, we left off right about your charge controller to your battery. So at this point, you're charging your battery. From there, you're going to take your inverter, converter, whatever you buy, and you're going to connect it to your battery, positive to negative, and always start with the negative. It's just safer that way, guys. Now, when you're hooking up a battery to your RV or your car, start with the positive. I learned the hard way. I got shocked at Martin. Anyway, it's the opposite with your solar. So when you take and you have your 2 battery cables that go to your battery from your converter, and from your converter inverter, you're going to have 110 plugs, you're going to have UBS plugs, and on the side of mine I have cigarette lighter plugs. You guys, from there, you can take your TV after your battery is charged, and your controller will tell you when it's charged, and plug it in, and your TV will run. Your fan will run. A small coffee pot will run. A light will run. Lights will run off of you plugging it right into the inverter. That's why I do not hook my solar into my house. Just saying. I'm going to give you a rundown of some of the expenses that I had setting up solar for the first time for just 100 watts. You guys, you're going to pay 50 cents to $1 per watt for your solar panels. Just saying. Depending on what that panel comes with, you could be out of pocket another $100 in accessories. Solar is one of the most expensive things that you're going to purchase for your place, your house on wheels, not to mention the battery. Now, I bought my battery, a deep cycle battery at Walmart, and I had a core, and with it, I think it was $78, $82, something like that, out the door. I used that battery. I still use that battery. Right now, I'm using that battery on my house along with a brand new battery. But what I'm saying is my battery is only 3 months old, my solar battery. So it's okay to buy Walmart batteries just take care of your batteries, guys. Watch your controller. It'll tell you when your battery's full. Watch your inverter. It'll tell you when your battery's drained. Just saying. In the videos I'm listing below, the guy shows you a fuse. Now, I bought a 30 amp fuse. You're going to splice your wire, and he'll tell you how to do it, and you're going to put that on your cable to your battery. The reason is that if your inverter blows, it's not going to blow up your battery. If your battery blows, it's not going to blow up your inverter. It's going to flip the fuse or the switch in the fuse and shut it all down. It's $30 piece for just 30 amps. They go up to 500 amps. I wasn't planning on having more than 300, 400 watts of solar hooked to my house, period. So 30 amps would have done me. I also bought a 30 amp controller, and I can't remember what my inverter is. They're all packed away right now, guys, and I'm not digging underneath this rig. Sorry. Anyhow, on with this. This is take 2, by the way. I found out that my camera cut off, and I had to recharge it and get back on and finish. Okay, I'm going to run through the cost real fast. I buy everything, everything on eBay. I am not an Amazon shopper. Oops. I don't believe in spending $45 for free shipping. And then they still get it to you when they feel like it. I shop eBay, and a lot of the people I shop off of from eBay are actually on Amazon. And sometimes you'll even get packages in Amazon wrapping. But it's cheaper, and 99.9% of the time I don't pay shipping. Just saying. I didn't pay shipping on any of my solar stuff from eBay, guys, and I'm not kidding. Not one thing. And I had it all with... I had my solar panel kit that I paid $99. I had it in 24 hours. If you go all the way back on my videos, you'll see. I ordered it one day. I made a video the next. It was amazing. Anyway, I know I'm trying to rush just in case my battery... I can't see, guys. Sorry. Yeah, there's perks to this, but there's also downfalls. So, for my solar panel kit, I paid $99. It came with a 10 watt charge controller. That's not big enough, guys, if you're going to do more. It's big enough for a 100 watt panel, although I really wouldn't trust it, and I didn't. I went and bought me a 30 amp controller, and I spent about $39 for that. My kit cost me $99, and that simply came with the little 10 amp converter, the solar panel, and the plugs. There are special plugs for you in that kit. My inverter cost me a little over $50 from eBay. I don't remember the size of it, but it was more than enough to handle 60 amps from a converter and a battery, so I bought it. And it was like $54 free shipping. The fuse you will see in the first video I list below. I got just a 30 amp. They go all the way up to like 200 to 300 amps. I paid $30, but the fuse was in it. And don't worry, because when you splice those wires, there's little fittings on each end of that fuse. Then you just stick your wire in and tighten it down. That protects your battery and your charge controller, guys. If your charge controller goes, that amp will break and shut everything down. If your battery goes, that amp will break and shut everything down. It does go on your positive wire. Okay. The cables, they're just like battery cables, guys. You have to have those because they're going to come from your converter to your battery, and you need some nice heavy-duty cables for that. The cables that you buy for your solar panels are nice thick cables. Those you can get those on eBay. I got a roll of positive, 20 feet for $20. I got a roll of negative, same price. I can drag my solar panel out 20 feet away from my rig while I'm sitting in the shade and still get my solar use. With that being said, you got to have one set of wires that's going to come from your converter to your battery that either has the little copper hookups or little clamps. You can buy clamps. I bought clamps. And the same with coming from your battery or from your inverter to your battery. You want clamps on the end of those. You guys don't go cheap on this. I know the first video the guy shows you he's using hose clamps. I do not recommend it. I just don't recommend it. I want you to watch some of the videos I list below. And you guys, I'm going to tell you what, I watched a ton of videos of nomads hooking up their solar and could not grasp it. It took me watching simple videos of people hooking up to a shed, hooking up to, sheds to just get simple power in there. And that's how I learned. And I'm going to list some of those videos below. You don't necessarily have to watch a nomad hook up solar to learn solar. But I promise you this, after you've hooked it up the very first time, you will not forget. I did this by memory. Simply by memory. So once you have it all hooked up, even if you've got to tear it down every night, and I didn't, I left my wires and stuff hooked up, but even if you have to tear it apart at night, you still know in the morning exactly how to put that back together. It's very simple. Anyway, I hope this video helped you guys. I hope it answered some questions, and I hope you'll go watch the videos that I recommend in the description. I want to thank you guys for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I want to apologize. The video of my granddaughter's graduation, I had got to bed at 3, got up at 6. I had 3 hours of sleep. I walked 2 miles there and 2 miles home. I was exhausted. I try to walk as much as I can. Yes, I have Lucy Lou, my scooter, but the fact is walking is very healthy for us, both mentally, emotionally, and physically. Anyway, they still have me switching between graveyard and swing, and I gotta tell you guys, I stay on a graveyard shift. I sleep all day. It's right now about 6 o'clock here. I sleep all day, and I'm up all night. And I have to tell you, in Arizona, when it's 110 outside, the nighttime is 80, 90. It's the perfect schedule for me right now. But I'm also just getting over a infection in my lungs and my sinuses from the bug spray. If you'll notice, my face is going down a little at a time. there was so much poison packed in there, it just caused me a major infection. And I had to go to the doctor and get on antibiotics. Anyway, you guys have a blessed day. Remember to love yourselves, because if you don't love you, you can't love anybody else. If you despise yourself, you're going to despise everybody that comes in your life, and you're going to find fault in them all. And I say this because I've learned from experience. And maybe one day, maybe, I'll give you a reason. Also, get out and do something for yourself today, because the fact is, a lot of us are single, and we don't have people doing stuff for us every day. So get out and do something that makes you happy. If it's going for a swim, a walk, to the gym, a nail appointment, shopping. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.